Hello folks, Timothy Lumsden here, and today we are brewing the Wilko's Dark Velvet Stout. So we've got all our equipment ready, everything is sterilised, so let's crack on and let's make this beer. Okay then, so like I said, we're doing the Dark Velvet Stout, very dark and very hoppy, a rich beer full of great character, made from British malt and hops, contains all made ingredients needed, just add sugar and water, and apparently the ABV for this kit is around 40, that'd be nice, around 4% ABV. And you'll get 40 points out of it. So what I want to do is I want to get this into the hot water and let's make that more manageable. It'll be more manageable because it makes it more liquidy. What I don't like about the Wilko tins is you can't peel the labels on them, and when the label gets wet it goes all sticky, gunky, horrible. You can't just rip the label off, but do you know what? Let's crack on. For this recipe, what I'll be using is, we've got 500 grams of Munton's medium spray malt right here. We've got a kilogram of the Wilko brewing sugar, and that is fantastic value for money. I think a kilo is £2, £2.50, something like that. Also, what I wanted to do is only use 500 grams of this, because I want to put in 500 grams of Demerara sugar. I want to try and play about with some of these recipes. You know, I am new to this. I've been looking at some of the porters, but I mean, I know a porter is a very old English ale, but if anyone could give me some tips and advice as to what are the best kits for a porter. I've seen quite a few, but there's a few videos on YouTube, but not all that many, you know. So any help and tips, stick it in the comments, and they'll be well appreciated. So let's get on and make a beer that our mother would be proud of, or mummy as Timothy used to call her. I'm going to be moving the camera around on this one. I don't like turning my back to the camera, and I don't like not being in shot when I'm doing things, but because of my kitchen where I'm doing the home brews, I can't help it a lot of the time. So if you bear with me folks, I'm sure you'll understand. So let's get on and get this ingredients in our fermentation bucket. Right then, this kit does call for 6 pints of hot water. We'll leave the tin at the moment, that's still in the sink heating up. Let's measure out our brewing sugar because I want 500 grams of this. Like I said before, I use Star San and sterilised everything beforehand. So let's get a tear on this. Come on. Now, turn the damn thing off. Okay, that's fine. Right, 500 grams we're after, and it's in bloody ounces. Right, need 150 more. There we go. That's 500 thereabouts. Now I will put a bit of hot water in here. Excuse me for a second. Let's give that a little swill. Okay. Right. That is 500 grams of brewing sugar that's gone into there. So let's get our Demerara sugar in next, I think. That is 500 grams in there, so all in all we've got 1 kilogram. Let's give this a little stir up, get it into that hot water. So it's dissolving, and that smells really nice, I've got to be honest. It does smell really nice. Okay, right. That's dissolving quite nice. We'll put our spray malt in next, but what I'm going to do is I'll open it up. Sorry if you can hear the kettle boiling in the background, but we do have to put 2 more pints into here of hot water, and that's what I'll use when I fill our can up with water to get all the malt out of that tin. Okay, that's open. What I should have pointed out is you do get these with the Wilko kits. Obviously that's yeast, and you do get a full set of instructions with these. The instructions are on the tin as well anyway, so. Right, I'll move this camera so you can see inside here a little bit better. So, here we are. Our sugar is nice and dissolved in there. The Demerara sugar smells absolutely lovely. Gotta be honest, that does smell very nice. So, let's get our dark velvet stout in there next, I think. There you go. Ooh, look at that. Now that smells absolutely beautiful, that does. Get as much out of the tin as we can. We'll then fill it with boiling hot water, and we'll get the rest of what's left in that can into our bucket. So give me a second, because I'm going to just walk away and fill this up. Okay, hot water. And like I say, this should hold about 2 pints of hot water, this should. So that will bring us up to the recommended 6 pints. And that is extremely thick, this is. Nice there, very nice. Yeah, that's freeing up nice. What I'm looking for is to get all that stickiness off the bottom where it's settled. It should dissolve quite well in this hot water. We will be using a natural spring water for this, which I'll go through with you in a very short while. And that is starting to smell really nice. Okay, I'm not getting any stickiness on the bottom. Right, let's give our tin a little stir. Okay, get that water working around in there. So let's get some of our medium spray malt in here. Start stirring this in while we're going. Okay, that's the lot, and like I said, that's 500 grams of Munton's medium spray malt, that is. I did want to put a darker one in there, but I couldn't get my hands on one in time, so I've just stuck with the medium, which for my Wilkos, they only ever have medium and light in there for some reason. I think a lot of it that they have comes direct from the manufacturer, so that's why they don't keep it in stock as such. But hey ho, life goes on. Let's give our tin one last stir, and I'll grab a towel and we'll put this lot in. Right, give me a sec, because I don't want to burn my hands off. These tins are roasting hot, look at that. totally empty, that is. Lovely job, light. That's in the bin. Right, let's give it another stir. Let's get all this low. Right, while I'm mixing all this, I think I'll pause it there and we'll take it back up in a second. So, right then, that has all nicely dissolved into here, and I think we are ready to put our spring water in here. So, crack this open. There we go. Now I don't want loads of oxygen going into this, so I'm pouring it down the sides like so, and we basically want to go up to the 23 litre mark with this one. Like I say, the ABV is supposed to be 4% for this dark velvet stout, or whatever it was called. I'm terrible with bloody names. But with the added sugar that we've put in there, I think we might get around a 4.7, you never know, maybe even higher. Right, okay, we're getting a lovely foam head, but I don't want too much of a head on that. Are we getting a temperature reading? No, it's not on our thermometer strip yet. So I'm going to carry on filling this up, and I'll come back when I've got it full up and I'll let you have a look at it then. Okay, folks? Okay then, so we've got our temperature down and we are ready to pitch our yeast. We've got the German English ale yeast yet again, so I'm thinking that we'll get that in. I mean, the temperature, it says to pitch it at between 18 and 20 degrees, so sprinkle that in. And I'll give you a little look at what this looks like. Ooh, here we go, here we go. Oh, can say it's hard getting these camera angles, you know. Right, and that does smell quite strong, that does. Let's give it a little stir. Let's get it in here, get it working. Now with the Sweet Nuki Brown, if you remember when I'd done that one, all you could smell in here was that malt. That's all you could smell, nothing else. But with this one, you're hardly getting any malt smell come through. Trying to get all the yeast off there. Okay, we've got a good amount off there, there's just a little bit on the stem. Get that closed. Let's get our lid on. Yeah, with the Sweet Nuki Brown, all you could smell was that malt that I added to it. But with this one, the Velvet Stout it's coming through quite strong, that smell is, and I'm quite pleased with that. Right. Get our airlock in now. I bottled up some bottles of Star San with this, so I'm going to use the Star San, I think. Aussie Brew was saying he sees a couple of people, they use vodka, things like that, but I'm going to stick with the Star San, I think. There we go, that should do it, I think, and obviously if we need to top that up at some point, we will do. So I think that is it for our Dark Velvet Stout. Another Wilko kit, like I said in the video earlier, if anyone's done a porter, kit type of porter, let me know how you get on and if they're any good, you know. I could do with a bit of advice with the old porter, so I think I might try and do one of those next. I have seen a honey porter, I think. If you didn't catch the last video where we was bottling up the Sweet Nuki Brown, I'll let you have a little look to see how that's getting on, as it is right here. There it all is, sitting nice in there. Cool dark place. Okay then, we are almost done, folks. For the next episode, I'm thinking that we'll use the pressure barrel instead of the bottles, so we'll give that a go. But obviously, according to the kit, it says to leave this for 4 to 6 days, 18 to 20 degrees Celsius, until that stops bubbling. The last kit I left it 2 weeks, so I might leave it 2 weeks for this one. So, I hope you enjoyed it, folks. Give us a little thumbs up if you did. Leave your comments and all that good stuff. I've been Timothy Lumsden, and this, hopefully, will be a beer that Mummy will be proud of. I'll catch you in the next episode, folks.